16-year-old Jose Luis was reunited with his parents in the United States after taking a plane, then a bus, and finally walking across the border from Mexico into the U.S. His journey began in Saraguro, Ecuador. Like tens of thousands of unaccompanied minors, he made the perilous trek with no one to guide or protect him.
Meeting my mother and my father was the best thing that happened to me today.
He was 3 years old when his parents left Ecuador to immigrate to the United States, leaving Jose Luis with his grandparents.
When you reunite a parent with a child, it is the best feeling that one can feel because of the happiness we can only feel with our parents, because they're the ones who gave you your life. They're the ones who support you to move forward no matter what.
Unaccompanied minors are the only category of migrants currently allowed to seek asylum in the United States. Tens of thousands have crossed the U.S.-Mexico border since the beginning of the year. Many say they're fleeing crime and violence and hope for a safer, more prosperous life. For now, there are overwhelming federal holding facilities.
When children do cross the border, often, they'll turn themselves into border enforcement, so Border Patrol, and they're processed by the Border Patrol, and then Border Patrol has the responsibility to ensure their safety and their security, and then to hand them over to the custody of the Department of Health and Human Services.
U.S. authorities are required to treat unaccompanied minors, some just toddlers, differently than adults or families. The Biden administration has struggled to comply with a 3-day limit for holding them in adult detention facilities.
In the 1990s, there was a lawsuit, which is known as Flores, that was brought on behalf of children who were being held in regular immigration detention with adults and with other kids. And they were languishing there for a really long time, months at a time. And this case was brought on their behalf because it's not appropriate to have children in a jail, basically.
The Biden administration has scrambled to expand juvenile shelter facilities, going so far as to consider U.S. military bases, convention centers, and hotel complexes as emergency sites. In addition, nonprofits provide transitional foster care until youths can be released to relatives in the U.S.
We can provide that service for kids because we truly believe that every child deserves a safe and loving place to call home, at least until they can get reunified with their families.
Some Americans also volunteer as foster parents, caring for migrant children, many of whom arrive traumatized. VOA is blurring these foster parents' faces to protect the children's identity.
I've learned to lay off when they first come in, to give them space. Yeah. They realize that when they come in, there's only so much that they can process and remember and handle.
We take them shopping after they get here to get clothes for them because they usually only have the clothes on their back or maybe a few other things.
Citing the coronavirus pandemic, the former Trump administration suspended consideration for all asylum claims. The Biden administration kept the policy but exempted minors.
Border Patrol can't handle all the children because they don't have the space. You have more and more children spending time in Border Patrol facilities. And they're only supposed to be there 72 hours. And the reason it's 72 hours is exactly because Border Patrol is not equipped to deal with children.
For those who make it through the system, like Jose Luis, new possibilities await.
My dream is to study and be a successful economist. I want to study economics.
Aline Barros, VOA News, Washington.